We just ended the second trial of it, I think, so we're pretty close to the end, but I don't remember exactly how long this part is, so I just wanted to be safe. So, yeah. I was generally just tired. That's mainly why. Anyways, that was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Hmm? Maya. So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. All I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we have no time to waste. Alright, let's go. Let's actually go sheer. Hey, buddy. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick. You must have really wowed him in there. Could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Hold on a second. Sorry. There we go. A lot better. Sorry about that. There's not really anything I can do to help. Haha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Hey. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a deep genius. A genius? She's at Global Studio, been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody tells her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and... And what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Interesting. Mr. Hammer. Thank you for the follow, Jacqueline Rosie. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? Yo, what's up? But he just dropped off the face of the earth. Follow you on Twitter. I'm hopeful from follow back for you. I only follow people back if I like their stuff on Twitter. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel of Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, I think that was right around when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Tell me about anything about Mr. Manila. Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Alrighty. Hello, old bag. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah? But we could even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted. You eat, you die. Woo, she's alive. Alright. Producer Vasquez. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Director. Can I ask about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's a soft pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, and I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I will forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. Well, whippersnapper, my poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal power as his costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Alright. Play area. Guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You could see them filmed later. I guess. This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Rawr! No, touch it. Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. Heh, I guess I could be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for the sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Investigation. Focus your investigation. To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it. I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Edgeworth, though. Why is that? How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Edgeworth is out of control. He's in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, well, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Hello, what's up, Pojo? How you doing? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news about, for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added. Found on the table in the employee room bears Jack Hammer's fingerprints. I am extremely tired. Fair. I slept in a lot today after I kind of popped into Sven's stream and just, like, immediately just clocked out for, like, 5 hours or something, I think. Was extremely tired that day. And the plate. So you're looking for traces of sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precincts. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, that's the solution on the plate. Change color, alright. So the food on this plate was laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Found on the plate area on it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Alright. Let's check the dressing room, maybe? Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Alright. That last episode, I guess, would be a relevant point. What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Why aren't they gonna make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget this, all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What do all the kids who love this? What about all the kids who love Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. The Path to Glory? And this is... a fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I think you would understand that better than anyone else. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set that way, the way it was, too. Film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? 5 years ago. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, decided to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid of, well, what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alright. What are you still slinking around? You like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? Bowman bag doesn't look so good. Everyone's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. What do they think made Global Studios what it was today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. Starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Where did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Dick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recent lip departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Mr. Hammer stole Powers' costume? I have proof. Sorry, Mrs. Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Sleeping pills, right? Here's my proof. What? That's a little empty bottle it's supposed to prove. It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's prints on it. What's that proof? I'm sure Mr. Old Hammer had some sleepless nights, which proved that he used those pills on Powers, the steaks. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate he used to eat with that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She had ties to the Mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Photograph. Wait a second. This is the picture. This is the trailer from Studio 2. Hammer was supposed to fight, with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the, man fell into the flyer fence. But how did you get this? Oh, it was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. Alrighty. Thank you. Outside Studio 1. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. So he would go to Studio 2. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O. I should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Will Powers. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My fade blood speaks to me. I know it, I know it. Oh dear. Hammer. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer here came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Hmm? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. Well... Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. Guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card which she needed. Some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of them. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. You don't have, like, anything to say about that, huh? Closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I think it's part of some temporary film set. Oh, wait, yeah. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates. So they ate T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. I can't, like, say anything to you? No? A light van for moving around stuff and equipment. Good shape. Let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Yeah. Oh, we asked her about the photo. Duh. She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you look. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Oh, wait. Whoops, wrong photo. Whoopsies. Show her the 5-year-old one. There we go. Not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Old Bag. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hit this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Alrighty. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you're using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it is, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh. Well, she was a fan of hammers, you see. She dumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at racing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This Mr. Hammer's dirt, no. Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Hold it right there. Heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're going down to the Prince Station with me, now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, it's a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe. Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say the line ever since I became a detective. Hey, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other soon, again soon, though. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Yeah, that was like really short investigation period. What the fuck? I thought it was gonna be actually a little bit longer. I thought it was gonna be longer. That's why I kinda stopped. Whoops, I meant to save. My fault. That's fine though. This is courtroom number 4. Whoops. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Bowers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Today would be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for the case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, we'll call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will come clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a little bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Mrs. D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present at the Studio 2 trailer that day. Witness state her name and occupation. D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer for Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Meeting began around 12 sharp, it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to the Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Mr. Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Saul take you there? Take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with all that monkey's head toppling over. Manila used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after, the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. It's the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Entered the trailer a little before noon. That's fine. Beginning at 12 sharp, ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Makes sense. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Why? Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does that mean? It means what I just said. That's Sal take me in the studio, take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Okay, why? What were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. This 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks in front of the trailer. Do we have pictures of their uneaten steaks? We don't. 18 steaks in front of the trailer. Press it. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she'd been a bird during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she had said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you could find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Enter the trailer. On the table in front of the trailer. Find anything? I kind of wish she said a little more. Low before noon. Ended at 4. Rehearsal afterwards. And what exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe we could try remembering? No. Meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I think it was between those times. You think? Come on, all you had to do was state the obvious. I was fatigued. Today we took a 15-minute break. Steaks on a trailer. Rehearsal afterwards, we did that. 12 more, try that. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. Please do not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging your little desk. It hurts my ears. Trail around noon. Press it. By yourself? Yes. You didn't stop at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. It's definitely this. So... contradict somewhere. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. What were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk, it irritates me. 15-minute break. No comment on that? Does it perhaps have to do with the monkey's head, perhaps? Your Honor, that statement contradicts its evidence. Never mind. Okay. Accident showing jackhammer. Found in the employee area. Doesn't have anything to tie with though. Use this van to drive to Studio 1 after the meeting. In the meeting, the trailer. Ended at 4. How would you get by if the monkey head was there? That. Is that it? No. God damn it, man. Okay. What exactly was that? I forgot. Between those times. Ended at 4. 2:30, there was a break in the meeting. So 15 amount of time. That's just uncalled for. And I don't have, like, the T-bone steaks to mention for that, though, do I? Can I just use this? There we go. I'm... okay. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone was left behind. Mr. Wright, you might remember it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet, there was no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Is it an obvious yawner? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. If you say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was, worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us play a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Miss Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How can I possibly use that heavy weapon as a spear? You couldn't. I think you'd have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai steel was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. Yeah, I have proof, Your Honor. I have proof that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I think it's the samurai spear itself, I think? I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man wearing a thick costume through the chest? Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? I think you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, could you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Samurai? I can. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence could sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. The 5-year-old photo. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order! Order! I cannot have order in this trial. If I cannot have order in this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. Yo, what's up, Justin? How you doing? We are playing Miss Phoenix Wright. We are on case 3 right now. So, we're about to get to case 4, aka the one of the better cases soon. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked from the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth. You still can't see it? See the fallen man in the photo and how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer, and then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence, just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Through whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died on the same way he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You denied what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Mr. Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting of the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. When Jack Hammer... could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way? What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. The car? Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Whoops. There we go. Recall your testimony. There has to be rehearsal afterwards, so we went to the Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Saul take me. There was a van there, right? I had Saul drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, he put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Salmonella has had to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that she had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So, what happens next? Don't, me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez, so it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But, that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course, it does the witness says. Certainly, it doesn't seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth said, sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You get the same questions. Sorry. You would ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn! To come so far, only to fall. Only to fail. As it seems, there are no further questions. I'd like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does that make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly would you like her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. Witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick. Why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... Was he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. Finding the body. I was with Salad Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. Assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police when Powers showed up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised in this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Mr. Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. This was Solid Oldbag. We found the body. That makes sense. Sid was there too. Only Powers was absent. Yeah. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. Okay. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left in the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. But that's not true. Didn't we, like, grab them from, like, a day before or something? Wait, how were you supposed to go back? The monkey was blocking the way. Clearly faulty. See nothing faulty? Oh, fuck. Whoops. Press this, I guess. Script and direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. I wouldn't... it wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Ms. Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script there because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I do find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change in defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Mrs. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with that defense? What kind of court is this? Don't matter. I think you misunderstood me. I have a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How'd you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal told the director, to find something to peg this honor here. Or everything we've done till now will be wasted. Believe it, you Nick, go get him. So I left him behind. He was dragging his leg to make him look like Powers. He didn't actually get injured. Only Hammer wasn't injured. Powers was. It's literally him in the photo. Whoops. Back, please. That's literally him in the photo. That you're confirming who's in the photo. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little fun? That's a little funny. I mean, it was the samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your very own eyes. Yes, but... wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have had to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Ms. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai outfit. That's why you were so confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order! Witness? Can you refute this claim? Hmm. Oof. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one. Very well. I have a question for you. Why the Ryukill is always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. Yet nothing to gain. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need to have a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it was unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present the court evidence to Mrs. Vasquez's motive. Is the photo. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Mrs. D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Oof. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you're only talking... Yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say. I would have no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain to Mrs. Vasquez's murder motive for the, for murder. She had no motive. It was self-defense. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Ah, Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Mrs. Vasquez, please, try to remain calm. No! How could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please, Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Powers Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough when he wanted to kill Ms. Vasquez. And to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... the, startup thing, I think. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. It's because I was the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once. He was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as the villain to boot, too. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh! Heh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume, man. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick. Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No? I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. I'm, Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected you, to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. Listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's how I came here to tell it. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so, the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick! This is it! The new show that starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy the trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I think the world is ready. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Alrighty. Brand new episode was added. Turnabout goodbyes. Save progress. Alright. I am... It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. December 25th, 10 a.m. Right in Cola offices. It's the case where they say the thing. Let's go. Hey, Nick. Do you believe there was any good waterfall? Do you know if there's any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under. Preferably a freezing one. Is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements to be forged anew under rushing spring waters. Okay. I didn't know about any falls, per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea! So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted in Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are even calling it Gordy, in the tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Ugh, boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Well, you need to go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose. Good idea, Nick! Meanwhile, fucking Maya just gets fucking blasted down the fucking block. Apparently, Faye Blood has no aid in detecting sarcasm. We ended up this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time, it's murder. Gourd Lake again. The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources of the police department revealed. The suspect's male name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth is an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yikes! Maya! Firemen yelled at me when I called him. We got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in murder. What? When? Where? Who? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Yeah, we gotta save our boyfriend. Sorry. I don't make the rules. You know, Nick, we've all been here one time or another, haven't we? I guess when it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Ah! Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in on a good mood when you got here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney, then? Fallen attorney? Then laugh. Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laughing will get mad or burst into tears. Edgeworth. We don't have much free time we could spend. We don't have so much free time we could spend. It coming here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to, see you like this either, believe me. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you gonna do about it? Duh, we're gonna help you, that's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! So you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You found real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick! Why am I the one who always has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices in the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Ha! Ha ha! Good one. But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is never hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they're afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I do get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I could not ask to do this. Okay, bro. You say so. Go to the lake, I guess. This is where it happened? Yeah. Gourd Lake is in the middle of the park. I can see some police walking around in here. Questioning people, probably. Hey! Isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal. There's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiot. The trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why you arrested the attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up! Just you trying to try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today. Croots. Heh. Ah. Eek. Well, you're that hairy guy, Hairy Butts. Right, Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh. You don't say. Give me a second. What happened? Take the gumshoe. Do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay, Mr. Head in the fluffy pink clouds lawyer. Head in the... Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. Happened last night around 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth. A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How'd they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. A report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? Which witness? Who was this witness? Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out there on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're pretty thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today, I forgot. What are you getting for me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Edgeworth. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no! After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us. Hard to imagine that no one's standing up to us to take his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. Defense request. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal. Don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, right, over and over. Nick. I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What, find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. Briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh. Sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want me to, you want to ask for me about before I head back? Autopsy report. Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you got the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. So what do we do if we want, we have something to talk about, to you with... Oh, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for people, for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. At the public beach. 25th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Wowzers! Is that this Gourd Lake? Yup. I'm not sure it warrants wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs. I want a samurai dog, please. I bet they're great. Named like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. Kids are all into Pink Princess now. I mean, like, you know. Nope. Hot dog stand, it's closed. Christmas French looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Someone needs to redecorate. Couple plastic benches. I guess the idea is that you buy a dog and eat here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog. Trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Huh, I almost didn't see that signpost. Left boat docks, right exit. Huh, someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull the string, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You can see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. Yeah, we take them. I suppose it wouldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? In my pocket. Poppers. Classic party noisemaker. Pull the string, it goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. I guess lake. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh. Well, a long time ago, you used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape. Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually. But that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Guess so. Alright. Let's, like, woods. Mental show. Let's go to the woods. Give me a second. Oh. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. You got guts camping out at the scene of the murder. Hey, Nick. They were camping here last night. They may know something about the murder. It's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. There's some food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Hey, Nick. Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why all the camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books? They didn't talk about any of that in the law books. So there's no law saying that they have to be made out of aluminum then. I'm not having this conversation. I'm pretty sure the actual reason is because it's light. That's why. And also because it heats up easily. That's why, as well. While also being, like, durable. Tree. Trees go quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. Okay. Camera. This camera has a mic with some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Ugh. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe it's not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh? Nick. Can you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to noises. Well, what then? These things? The party poppers. Well, it responded. Yeah! Hey, you, get your hands off of that. Eek! What in the Sam Hill? Look at what you done now. There's a whole roll of film. What? Huh? Sorry. Sorry, it's not nice, but it don't pay my bills. You know how much, roll of film, that film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking, setting off party poppers? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all think. I say those southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl, why they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you. Just because I might be dumb, don't mean we all are. Nick, hell. Just how are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. God, I just sit through one of Papa's draws and then listen. I'd rather sit through one of my Papa's draws and listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy. Guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay her. I'm really sorry. Hey. Your name. What? Can't you see him changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. What happened? What? Can't you see I'm changing the camera? Okay. Alright, we have to find something else, I guess? Let's go back. Let's go to the, rental shop? Nick, what is this place? Boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. Guess it's a murder taking place on one of the boats. Won't be good for business either. Boats. Never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go on one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea, you bet. Yeah, that's definitely not fucking ominous. Yeah, let's take a boat ride after the trial where we just saw someone get murdered on a fucking boat, basically. Or implied to have died on a boat. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. There's some boats floating around the dock. Was one of those boats used in the murder, I wondered? Nick. Huh? I changed my mind. I didn't really want to go for a boat ride. More forest off that way. I doubt I'll find any helpful clues in there. Can we go in? No. Outside or anything like that? No. Can't, like, slide over either. I guess we just have to go back to... entrance... And then back to the, we just go to the police precincts, I guess? Oh god. He's here, in the background, you can see him! Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Something wrong, miss? Turning herself in? Okay, what did you do? Shoplifting? Larceny? Public indecency? No! None of those things! We're looking for Detective Gumshoe. Is he around? Gumshoe? Oh yeah, he's in a meeting right now. I don't think he'll be out anytime soon. Okay, we'll come back. You do that. Oh, and go straight home and stay out of trouble. No more shoplifting, you got that? Do I look like a criminal or something? Okay. This fucking thing. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea, I made it. It's my mascot. I see, how nice. I'll get him assigned mascot if the criminal department, it's affairs department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. This is the chief of detectives here. Let's look at his computer screen. What? Gord Lake. Gordy sighted? I don't believe it. Should you be reading something more important? Must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Your mama could see you now, she'd be crying. A break and spit out, you low-life scumbag. You must be doing image training for interrogations. A little concerning. Detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tighter than I'd expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Oh wait, I just realized we could just show her the fucking attorney's badge or whatever. Maybe that would work. Undone. Yeah, I'm a lawyer, so... This is my badge. Huh? Ain't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits out of me over that film now. Cause I'll have you know I'm a fighter and I wrestle meaner looking things than you. But no, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You too. Y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed, the culture gap and all. Never mind you, honey. I can talk yank if it pleases you. Thanks. I think it'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta. Lotta Hart. But y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. What happened? Oh yeah. When was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so. Christmas Eve. Man on the boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I see enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I've seen when. Name? So what is it you do, Lotta? Me? Haha. Y'all don't really, want to know that, do ya? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right at the heart of the Heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at a university, Country U. Country University. So I hear. So, when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't that tell you that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars. camera. It's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German-made, a genuine Silingen. Isn't that what they, where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? The camera went off all by itself and I fired my party popper. Oh, that? The mic triggers that shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. A program to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera needs Lada's camera set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Faces the lake. Yeah? So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Right. Now, we wouldn't hear a gunshot, now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to your party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't, get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey! Y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. I would have, it would have been taken, late last night. I checked him once, don't remember if there was anything on him, though. But, what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now. You hear? She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. Alright, now we go to the, police station. Whoops, that's not where I wanted to go. Guess Detective Stubbs is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished the meeting, for better or worse. I get the feeling we're in some bad news. Give me a second. A lot of yapping. Not good. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No. Still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. The meeting. So how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're the lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth, a human like you and me or me. Still. I get the feeling that if he did something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So what, they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial starting tomorrow is scheduled. I see. Hey. In the end of the meeting, did you, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't tell anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Trusting Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendant declared guilty every time. Yes, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. You've got to earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that. The autopsy report. Do you have that, at least? I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that. Yeah, I made a copy for you. Autopsy report. Time of death. Sometime on the 24th or 25th. Caused 1 bullet shot to the heart. Thank you. Dick. Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have the feeling I've met him somewhere a long time ago. Interesting. Talk to him, I guess? Hey, buddy. Did you do it? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? But just go away and leave me alone. Nick. Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. Nick. How dare you tell him his boyfriend is guilty? Hey, y'all. Lada. Wait up, sick. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey. This is them. Take a look. Wait. See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who it is, who that is shooting. Oh, yeah, well, there was fog, enough fog out there to strangle a bullfrog. But, you know, seeing these photos remind me of something. What? I saw that murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? Yes? I reckon so. What's that? I know y'all trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lada. What? Can't y'all see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey. But I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of my northbound skunk than tell you. Lada. Don't get your scabies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or is it the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? Guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Lake photo. Taken automatically on December 25th. Take at 12:15 a.m. So, a little past midnight. Okay. Move. Head back here. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Ah! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Look, Larry! What are you doing here? Is it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl, Kianse, deserves the best. Kianse. Not another model, I hope. Kianse's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. This must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not here. Not my what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's little sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh? Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya. He's not listening. Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night, and since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. Just with Kiance, obviously. Shouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof! I think you made what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Kiante's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh? Neat. Defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick. Don't tell me that, Miles Edgeworth. Old Edgy. Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy and I was, in the same class as us in grade school. What? Acting as if, like, that's nothing of a surprise. They're both the same they're all the same age. Let's continue about Edgeworth, I guess. So Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father. Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous ace defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait. You said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? And he's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh? Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I don't know what changed his mind, though. Do you know Nick? Nick? Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs. Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Kiance's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the cats can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. Well, with the big news. The big news. Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? What's Gordy? Huh? What do you mean you don't know? It's here, in this very lake. A giant, mysterious monster, Gordy. A monster? Yeah. Check it out. It was in an article from yesterday's newspaper. Here's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Hot news. Giant life form appears in, Gourd Lake. Nick, a monster. A real monster. Yeah. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into frame, heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, can I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. Gordy article added to court record. Article about a monster sighted at Gordy Lake. Can we talk to her? No, she's not here anymore. Okay. Is there anyone here? No. I guess the affairs department? Yeah. Not a Gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. She'll be in there a while. Lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we got that information, I suppose. Detention center? No. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me the autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. It's the lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I could go talk to him for old time's sake. Grossberg. Hey, partner. There's that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're me as something, are you not? I was our understudy, yes, Phoenix, right? Aha! And you're me as something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Hmm? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course, you came here to discuss something. What is it, then? Something the matter? Talk about what happened. There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got it, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. The painting. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think I shall be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it was stolen. I suppose it's just my desserts. Bitter old bitter desserts. Present you the autopsy? Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond, Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond. And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot. Robert Hammond. Who's this Hammond guy, anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6. Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. There was an incident where the police were at a loss. They used were so at a loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean that medium? Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. Spirit medium Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim, but the case was a loss. No conviction was made. DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case, and the suspect was declared innocent. The police blame my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please. Don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. Wait. Does that mean that case what does that case have to do anything with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in that DL6 isn't other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait. This is a photograph of my mother. Old photograph. DL6, is it Exhibit A? It's written on the back. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You're always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. This is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask anything you like, and I'll answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time were foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, the suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. And it was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim at the Gourd Lake murder. Correct. That spirit medium. That was my mom. What? You mean you're... Strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end. DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th. December 28th. The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When its case's statute of limitations runs out legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 would be closed forever. Your father. So, was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you're sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent. I don't know. He just appeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It would be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. Okay. Attorney's badge. I can't say I really want to see one of those things right now. Oh. Her again? Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last video. Maybe for progress. Okay. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, right? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. Pains me to ask you this now. I know. You want us to defend you. Yes, will you? Of course we will. Who would have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back. For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh? My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Yes, we should. What's that? Earthquake! Nick! It's a big one. Wah! It's calming down. Ooh, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. Guess he doesn't do well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. You have to get Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. What's going on here? Yeah. What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all about after hearing what Mr. Rat had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. Here. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Call out and waited until the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start the new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. I'll see you in court then. Not tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. You did seem to overreact a little, now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He's never that scared of them when he was in school. And again, I only remember really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Alright, let's continue. December 26th, Boxing Day. 9:44 a.m. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. It's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth. Something like that. And now he's trying to get, you found guilty. What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. Guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya. Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. Couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. Powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma? Is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here if I were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Farewell, your opening statements, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Or nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call for witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoes first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There was 2 men on the boat. One happened to be... now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 2:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. And then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Overhead map added to court record. Just an overhead map of Court Lake. Testify to the court about the arrest now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You'll slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now. Man called the station around 30 minutes after midnight. Who? See a call from a man. Yep. But he said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That woman and the man who called in the report are two different people, obviously. Different people. There were two witnesses. Ugh. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. They have summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping, Lotta Hart. What happened next, Detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. Okay. That's where we found Edgeworth. What was he doing? What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, Detective. Cold, hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. And he's got his share of objections. I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why? Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. You have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments on an active detective on the force. Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now. But the next morning, a body was found on the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullets. It didn't strike bones, so its shape was well preserved. Very well, the court accepts the bullet into evidence. Fired at the victim's body fired from a .22 caliber. We had to arrest Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. Remember when we found in the boat was decisive evidence. How? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Teh. He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. The murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markers in the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does that mean? Ballistic markings. Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Edgeworth, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I would declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I'll take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now. But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Say Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be as, here, am I right? No, I need you here. No, of course not, I need you here. I can always, I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. And you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Click game? Hello? There we go. Whoa, Mr. Wright. Don't jinx this case already more than it already, any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will this a lot of heart take the stand? A lot of heart. You're a research student at a university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. Don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand. Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve. Just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents on a boat. And then there was another bang. So, wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There are no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I'll have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. Cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? So it was worth 1,000 words, and they'll all be guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You'll fail to find anything. And then, I'll have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt. Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction in the facts for testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm pressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. Prepare for your sake, this isn't a waste of time. Christmas just after midnight. That's true. I was in my car. Heard this bang come up from the lake. Oh wait, I was in my car. Heard this bang come from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There, a thing on the lake, but the boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Press further. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. Best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. There was this other bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright. But not meaningless bowel. Come on, Carter, I think I hate you. Just trying to keep you from talking to the witness. To what end? Nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. Sounds pretty sure. Press further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scan the whole lake. It almost sounds like she's more interested in the lake than the boat. Just a lot misheart, you. Mr. Wright, the witness has answered your question in full. No further questions. Objections sustained. That's what I sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. I was really taking this hard. Sure you won't look at the lake at the time. Nope. I looked after that noise. Said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna present the article, maybe? No, okay. Just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... Oof. Hope your next contradiction is a little bit more relevant to the trial. Witness continued testimony. My car. Why are you camping out there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objectors abstain. Well, then say it already. Objectors abstain. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I'll have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. If that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understand? Nick. Lada's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? Ellie, if we covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision, then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya. It's something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lada Hart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lada, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. Court does not acknowledge the offense's outburst. Answer me, Lada. What's the big idea of treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is contempt of court and must leave. No. No! Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Sorry about that. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart had just said? Said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That is not in the testimony. That changes the testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order! 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 You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I could not. What? Miss Lada Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Heh. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Wright. I do not tolerate the badgering of my witness. Running out of time. Better find a contradiction here somewhere else. Begin your cross-examination. That last statement. It's not clear as day the man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. Can't squander by his efforts either. I don't know if pressing her will do anything. Well, what about the other man? Kind of expect there to be... To blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness testimony. You'll find it if you can. I have to assign you a penalty. Okay, he does penalize you for doing that. Okay, Lamau. So you do get penalized from now on. Okay, very cool. Clear as day, the man on the boat was Edgeworth. How can you tell with this fucking photo? Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So, this photo was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claimed you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself, Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I admit I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. Finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Once I brought my I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem. Use binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Full night in the mist was thick as grits. Once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Let me save here just in case as well. In case they do something stupid, like, oh, I got penalized again for asking a question again. Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Once you need a telescope, not binoculars for that. I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was it really to take pictures of meteor showers? Camera is irrelevant to this case. Can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing in this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yes. This is a make or break it. This is make or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. Kind of set up to pictures of a meteor shower. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. Set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Then why is the photo like that? Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know, the fog gets thick that night. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, Har. Mr. Wright, I want to have you battering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were going to say how it was that you saw Edgeworth. Unnecessary comments, please. Oh, a local head binoculars. Okay. If there was heavy fog, how could the binoculars change that all? What do you mean? These binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him. I did, yeah. Enough. There's no room for doubt in her testimony. Which sounds pretty doubtful to me. But I have to get a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many counter objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. If it was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower, why was it pointed at the lake? It was pointed straight at the lake. You're photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? Take a look at this photograph. This was taking an automatic setting, was it not? Yeah, that's right. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. But as this photograph clearly shows, the camera was pointed directly at the lake. Oof! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness is not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Show evidence. Your Honor, take a look at this. What Miss Hart was actually trying to photograph... What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Gordy? Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article. Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove what I was, let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no jerking around this time, please. What's this proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy? It's automatically taking a picture when a loud noise is detected. It faces the lake. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. The camera was set to take pictures in response to loud noises, correct? That's this photograph here. Taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used was several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot that thinks monsters exist. Hey! But she is so sufficiently said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You're hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart. Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. I won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a monster of that a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I watched the boat the whole time. That's when I saw a flash. Yeah, one of the men's hand. I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Cross my heart and hope to fry. I doubt that. Well, Mr. Wright, you may continue to cross-examine the witness. Witness' testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I declare... I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will leave. Let the witness leave. Oh, and that's my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. Not a research student at Bermuda University. I'm actually an intense investigative photographer. Can I, like, ask what that is? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just sticking out in the sky. UFO? You know, an unidentified by an object, a UFO. That's when I sort of had, I've had a sort of revelation. That I've become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of shaky basis for a career. And what a scoop I'd get if I saw, got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's all I was hiding. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. That makes sense. There wasn't much to look at, so I watched the boat the whole time. No? You were looking for Gordy, weren't you? There wasn't much else to look at. Yup. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I doubt she'd wasted time looking at a boat. What? What do I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Flash. Yeah, you were looking at the lake, not the fucking boat. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You're camping at the lake, take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah! Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well... Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. Kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey! You got the photograph, you got proof. Still, We can't see who is shooting who in this. Right, right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and... What? Wait a second. She had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who was shooting. But she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of my... But you should be able to see who's who. She's enlarged that photo. Why wouldn't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. Just by chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll be in prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Make her show it. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. Prosecution stands in submission of this evidence. Objection. Denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Now I can see who's firing this. Or it could be the defendant. Or maybe it's not. Regardless, I accept this as evidence. Like photo, taken automatically at the 25th of December at 12:15, but enlarged. Happy now, right? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good has it done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose that means that this cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Show some other evidence. Wait! Your Honor, this evidence. I believe I've spent enough time about evidence. Indeed. I've heard opinions on every piece of evidence on but this enlargement. No point in retracing our steps. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Oh, injectable. Oh my god, okay, I'm sorry. Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange about this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you'll show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. Show the judge what's strange about this photo. It's the hand. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter? Strange. Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. That man's left hand does what? Does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence of that left hand contradicts the pistol, because it's his right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murdered weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom is quieted down, I would like to reconvene, this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there are no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? The victim himself. There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, are you saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. The suicide's out of the question. What? Examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which she was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. There's no way it could have been suicide. Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure about the data of your accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Sometime on the 24th or 25th, shot from approximately 1 meter away. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the matter. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake, anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to check on Amaya. Oh. Right. What? Tell her something from me. What? Tell me. Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisited a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood out was the bang she heard. There are two sounds like gunshots just after midnight on December of 25th. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it for this stream, though.